Welcome back, folks, to some more The Book of Unwritten Tales. Alright, so we got rid of the rat.
Hello, Master Brewer, sir!
Aye, Wilbur.
There's an evil slime living in the kitchen.
Did you know there's an evil slime living in a pot in the kitchen?
Oh, yes, it nicked a sausage off me this morning.
Well, doesn't that bother you?
Well, yes. Live and let live, I say. As long as it doesn't develop a taste for beer.
The rat has made us play.
The rat's gone.
I saw. It's amazing what you little gnomes can puzzle out, eh? The rat's lost his appetite for my hops at any rate. He won't be coming back for a while.
Can I call it a day now?
Course you can. Safe home, my lad. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you later, lad.
And another day ends. And, as usual, I didn't save any princesses, or fight any dragons, or hunt any orcs. I chased a rat off, and I didn't even do it myself. I used a fully automated robot instead. It's going to take more than that before my statue stands next to Knight Tilo in the Hall of Heroes, but I'm going to make it one day.
You go, Wilbur.
Hey, you! Boy! You've got to get me out of here! Quickly, please. I was abducted. An elf freed me. They want... You've got to believe me. I have the key to something that could determine the fate of the war. Listen, boy. It's too late. You see this ring? It's the key.
It's the One Ring.
Take it to the human archmage in the town of Seastone. You understand?
But...
all of our fates depend on it.
oh, dear, nobody's going to believe this. There's no way I'll make it down to the human town by the sea on my own. I need help. I should ask the Master Brewer for help. Or Granddad. He fought for the Alliance. That's the entrance to my family's gnome hole. We've been living here for generations.
Let's go in the gnome hole.
That's my family. Right now, just Granddad and I are holding down the fort. The others are all at a technology trade show down south. My dad is a mechanic and a physicist. He primarily works on, things. Mother is just a whole wife and geneticist. The baby is my little sister Sydney. I think she'll be a researcher too. She once doubled her baby phone's data transfer rate using nothing but a rattle and a rubber ball. My other little sister is Meggie, my parents' pride and joy. She mainly concentrates on robotics, combat robots to be exact. Granddad is a war veteran and conducts secret military research, whenever Dad lets him in the workshop, that is. Looks like I'm the proverbial exception to the rule. I'd rather go out into the world and become a mage, a hero like Knight Tilo. But someone has to look after Granddad and the Master Brewer. I'm more of a local, unsung hero.
Alright, let's take a gander around this contraption-filled area. There's a strange ball here.
Hey, my mechanical flying fish Nemo. How did you get there? One of the few technical devices I ever built. Well, to be honest, actually my father and my sister really, but I did watch. it still works. A solid example of gnome technology, if I do say so myself. My mother is a real wholewife. She spends her time on chemistry, biology, genetics, and that kind of stuff. Those are my mum's plants. She grows a lot of that green stuff. She keeps trying to genetically change the plants so they can grow up here amidst the icy mountains. The plants have grown. I could have sworn they weren't here yesterday. Mum probably uses a really good fertilizer. A chair. This chair is completely uninteresting. Like I said, a chair to sit on. It's still a chair. A totally uninteresting chair which is absolutely no help to me. Not now, not ever. It is a chair. Honest. Okay, whatever. It's a horse. Those are the controls for our living space optimization unit. My father invented them. And down we go.
Grandpa! You old wrinkly bastard.
Halt! Who's there?
Hi, Grandad. It's me.
I doubt it. What's the password?
The password?
Nuclear first strike, sir.
Correct. What do you want?
A gremlin gave me this ring. He said it's very important. He said the ring has to be delivered to the Archmage as quickly as possible.
A ring? Have you checked it for contamination?
What?
For curses, hexes, poison. What am I talking about? Of course you have. No one would accept a ring from a gremlin and not check it for curses. Dangerous little blighters, those gremlins. You shouldn't feed them after midnight, you know.
The gremlin said this ring could decide the course of the entire war.
Decide the course of the war? That would be... Where is this gremlin?
He's been kidnapped. He barely had time to give me this ring. It should be taken to the Archmage as quickly as possible.
The Archmage? Yes. He'd know what to do. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've trained for. This is the hour in which a stout youngster becomes an adult. The hour of glory. The hour of fame. Hour!
But what do you mean stout?
Does everyone know what they have to do?
No.
Right, men. Let it be so.
Guy's got some giant ears. Holy shit.
That's one of Granddad's great inventions. A ship which travels underwater. It can already sink. Grandad has this thing about secrecy. I think he's afraid of Shadow Army spies or something. Grandad?
Call me Colonel.
Just what exactly are we to do now, Colonel Grandad?
We've just discussed that. You get the equipment, I'll sort out the means of transport.
Equipment for what?
For what? For your journey to the town of the humans, of course. You need to pay more attention, my boy.
I'm supposed to... I thought someone else.
Who? I very much doubt you'll find anyone else here who's prepared to look death in the eye. This is your chance to be a tragic hero, my boy. A painful loss for the Alliance. Don't you want to be a hero?
Sure, I'd like to do something exciting, but I'm not sure I'm ready to try being...
Try? There is no try, only do. This is your chance. You'll be a hero, and I'll show everyone that this old gnome is still good for something. So, here's the plan. You get yourself some good gear. I'll sort out the means of transport.
All right. I can have a look around, but no promises.
About my equipment. What's all the stuff I need?
About my equipment.
Yes? Have you got everything?
I don't know. What exactly should I take?
Let me think. You need a helmet. You can fight without legs, but you can't fight without a head.
Without legs?
And you need a map of the area. Reconnaissance is everything. We are living in the information age.
So I need a map and a helmet. Got it.
And then, of course, you need a parachute. Better to be safe than sorry.
Just why I mean a parachute?
Just a precaution.
I'll go look for the rest of my gear.
You do that. I've got enough to do here. But remember, never look a Medusa in the eye. And never look at anyone on the underground.
Right. Excuse me.
Yes, report back.
Just how exactly am I supposed to get into the humans' town?
I'm supposed to travel to a human town in your machine, right?
Absolutely, it's the quickest way.
And the safest?
Absolutely, it's the quickest way.
What do you think this ring is all about, then?
This ring, do you really think it could end the war?
I don't know if there's anything that can end this war.
The gremlin said it would change all our fate. Maybe it's a powerful magic ring.
We are simply soldiers, my boy. We fight when we are told to. Don't worry yourself about anything else.
Sounds sensible.
The Archmage of Humans? Who is that?
Do you know the Archmage? Have you ever met him?
I've never met him. After all, he's a great leader, and I'm just a simple, highly decorated gnome colonel. But I've heard lots about him. He's a powerful mage, of course. He's an advisor to the king, and he's our most powerful alchemist and chief of the Secret Service. He lives in a tower down by the sea in Seastone. Of course, being the important man he is, he's always away on business.
I hope he's there. I always wanted to meet a real mage.
If he's not there, you'll have to wait for him or go and look for him. You must only give the ring to the Archmage in person, you hear me? No one else. Give me your word of honor. If the ring really is important, then it shouldn't be our fault if it lands in the wrong hands.
Okay. I swear I'll give it to the Archmage personally.
Let's keep
I'll go
looking.
look for the rest of my gear.
You do that. I've got enough to do here. But bear in mind, the Dark Lord knows all of your thoughts.
Right. Dad's voice brings back a lot of memories. Painful, mostly. Something my granddad is working on. No idea what it is. And I'm pretty certain I don't want to know either. I like my granddad, but his inventions are usually pretty dangerous. That's Dad's spare toolbox. Well, he took his everyday tools, his travel tools, and his finest tools with him.
Let's take these tools.
Let's see. What have we here? Wrench, pliers, auger grease, a minotaur foot, a curse meter. I'll just take the entire box.
Now you're thinking.
An old extension arm. Very handy if you're too small to reach an object. Kind of a widespread problem amongst us gnomes.
Let's take that too.
A thin, silvery elven rope. It's very light and almost unbreakable.
Could come in handy.
Parts of some machine or something. If it's useless, it's Dad's. If it's broken, it's Granddad's. And if it's dangerous, it's from my sister Meggie. The locker won't open. It was badly damaged 2 years ago in the devastating spring cleaning explosion. That's the lever for my parents' bedroom. I can't use it until they get back. That door is part of Dad's living space optimization unit. Behind it is sort of a car park for rooms. That's the lever for my little sister's bedroom. I'm not touching that. She builds combat robots, and she kind of hinted that she knows how to protect her privacy. This is my very cool room.
Nice teddy bear wuss.
My old tennis racket, although I was never very good.
Take it.
The catgut is missing. What did I use that for? My old gnome scout rucksack. Pretty tough that, but somehow I always had the feeling it could have been a little larger.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I wonder if putting small bags and pouches in it would increase the rucksack's capacity. Our kitchen. Master Merlin's antibacterial kitchen cleaner. The dirt disappears like magic. If only I could cast spells like Merlin, or any other household cleaner for that matter. Mum hid the knives as a precaution. After Granddad's knife-throwing training classes last year, she doesn't trust us anymore.
That's alright, we'll take the scissors then.
A pale blue glowing liquid. Something tells me it's probably not good for you. My mum wrote super fertilizer on it, probably one of her genetic experiments. Our flour mill. Mother makes sure we eat a healthy diet. One day we'll all be big and strong, comparatively. There's still some grain in the funnel. Barley, I think.
I think we've gotten all we can get here, folks. Let's get out this gnome hole. It's a wonderful snowy day. Let's look at the bastion. Speaking of bastion, that's another cool game I should LP.
The bastion looks so impressive. However, many of the halls and corridors were never completed. Probably the statue of some famous dwarven leader. I don't know much about their history. Of course, it's pretty cold all year round up here in the mountains. But this year, winter came particularly early. The tarps are supposed to offer the stonemasons a little protection. They have to be pretty tough if they're out there in all kinds of weather. A rolled up tarpaulin, probably just like the ones hanging all over the place.
Stuff it in your pants, Nomi. Now let's take the elf rope and combine that with the tarpaulin.
I'll thread the rope through the eyes around the edge of the tarpaulin. Done.
That gives us, voila, a parachute.
Let's see. If I pull the rope through the eyes on the rucksack... Yes, that should work. There we go. A parachute.
Sweet!
At least I know what the parachute's for. The map and the helmet make a little more sense. I should think about getting them next. It worked. I got one. I'm not climbing up there, it's all iced up. I'd probably end up breaking my neck. Master Brewer, sir! Hello? Master Brewer, sir! Where are you?
He's sleeping. Leave him alone.
Master Brewer, sir! Master Brewer!
What? What?
We have to tell the other dwarves. There was this gremlin in a cage and he gave me this ring and...
What kind of ring, then?
This ring! It's a very important ring. The gremlin said all our fates...
Wilbur, I really don't have time for this kid stuff. I've got more important things to do.
But the ring has to be delivered to the Archmage down in the human town. The gremlin said it could end the war.
Listen, laddie, that's a ring. What's it supposed to be able to do?
It's... I have to. The gremlin wasn't lying.
Just think about it. When has anybody ever given an important ring to a little being like a gnome? That sort of thing just doesn't happen.
But...
That's enough. Now, go home. It's getting late.
I guess I can't expect any help from the Master Brewer.
Look at all that inventory, yes. You shouldn't ever sleep around a gnome, or they might get snippety with you.
No, I can't. Well, maybe I can. I'm gonna burn in hell for this, guaranteed.
You can barely tell.
The robot gets its energy from rubbish. That's got the power supply sorted out then. I wonder if that would work. At least it would distract the Master Brewer a bit.
Oh!
Ah! Hello? Stop! That wasn't supposed to happen. I have a feeling that wasn't such a brilliant idea. Oh, I like the Master Brewer.
That were amazing. The eternal struggle of dwarf against machine. And I won!
Are you okay?
Of course! And why not? You think a stupid tin bucket's going to beat a proper dwarf? No chance. That was good. Something's happening at last. Cause for celebration. I think we should drink to that.
I think he's drunk with victory, so he shouldn't see anything. I have it. The map of the area. So that's 2 of the 3 pieces of gear already. Now for the most important thing of all, the helmet.
Let's check out the kitchen. Alright, we need to get something on the slime here. We got some antibacterial cleaner.
A perfect fit. Now we can make long-reaching attacks on bacteria.
Which is what we're gonna do.
Now I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago. It's too bad that slime had to be so evil.
We showed him who's boss. Oh, a cooking pot. These seem to be good helmets in adventure games.
Now that's a helmet fit for a hero. It only stinks a little bit. And that's the last of my gear. I must get back to Granddad. Fast.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. Put a little muscle behind that hustle.
And down we go. Excuse me, Colonel Granddad?
Yes, report back.
I have the pot, helmet.
Excellent, soldier. The helmet will protect you from physical attack. You can even sit on it and use it as a saucepan.
Ooh, how practical.
Let me see your helmet.
It's not all that great, I know, but
What? It's a good helmet, and it's going to protect a good soldier. That is, of course, as long as the enemy doesn't attack with dragons, or has wizards in its ranks, or magical swords, and doesn't go for your head.
maybe I should look for some armor with magic.
Poppycock! That helmet will do.
I've got the map.
I got a map.
Excellent! My commanding officer always said good maps are half the battle. Of course, you won't be needing it if everything goes well.
If what goes well?
But if not, it's always good to have a map with you, what?
I have a parachute.
Fantastic! Parachutes are hard to come by and are difficult to make yourself. After all, you'd only want to entrust your life in a quality product, not something makeshift you've patched together yourself.
Trust my life? But, of course, I mean, of course not. So, that's the last of my gear.
Woot woot.
Excellent! We could get going if only my damn machine would work. But you can't find a thing in this house. No nitroglycerin, no dragonhide armor, no concentrated pillars of salt, no full mithril jacket bullets, nothing.
What do you need all that for?
For what? It's a war!
But we just want to deliver the ring to the Archmage. Don't you think a sled...
What? I need a nitroglycerin substitute, something highly explosive. The only thing that comes to mind is good old dwarven ale.
Dwarven ale?
Devilish stuff. We reduced complete countries to ash and rubble with it. We loved the smell of dwarven ale in the morning.
Okay, I'll get you some dwarven ale. Anything else?
Yes, I need a cog. A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plated, BSA threaded flange with right-hand thread and lock ring locking. It's not a standard size, and I can't find one anywhere.
A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plated, BSA threaded flange with right hand thread and locking lock ring. Sounds familiar.
Come back when you've got the stuff. I'll sort out the rest. Take good care of the ring. It's your precious.
Right.
A lot of LOTR referencing going on here. That's okay, I like LOTR. And you probably do too. Alright, so we need some nitroglycerin substitute. One of Nemo's eyes looks like a cog.
Oh, I can't reach that. Oh, I can't reach.
Get Nemo. That little flying fart.
I'll just knot the loose ends around the frame. Done.
Use the net
Wouldn't want to play tennis with it, but it does make a fine scoop net.
with the racket. Here, you little metal bastard. Gotcha,
Gotcha.
bitch!
Well, that won't work. It wiggles too much.
We need to get
And down we go.
Nemo to stop wiggling. Need something to hold him still. I got just the right tool.
It's stuck. Poor thing.
Sorry, little Nemo.
Shouldn't be a problem with the right tool. There you are. A 5/8" screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plated, BSA threaded flange with right hand thread and lock ring locking. Maybe that cog wasn't all that important. Fly. Oh, maybe it was important.
Alright folks, that about wraps it up for this video. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.